how to heal the great lymphatic system. You have heard me talk about the lymphatic system, why it's so important. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to heal the lymphatic system. But before I do that, let me explain the lymphatic system in a very simple way you can understand. We all live in homes in one shape or another, right? I want you to picture this. When you are in your house, you have a way of cooking and eating your food, the kitchen. The kitchen allows you to feed your body, right? Without the kitchen, you can't survive. You need proper circulation. Secondly, the lymph system is the toilets. Without the lymph system, you can't have a good house, because if you don't flush the toilet, if you don't get rid of the waste will back up, and to get the house to smell, it will attract rodents, it will attract bacteria, fungus. It become a whole mess. So your body is the same way. The kitchen of your cells is going to be the blood. That's where the nutrients come in from. The washroom is going to be your lymph system. That's where you carry the waste out. You flush the toilet, the lymph system takes the waste, it takes it to the septic tank, the lymph nodes, then it's sent to the sewer system, which is the lymphatic system, part of the lymphatic system, which is then sent to the filtration plant, which is the kidneys and kidney filtration. This is very important to understand this, because if you don't understand this, you can never understand how the body can self-heal. So as the body requires energy to feed the cells, it requires a way to remove the waste generated by feeding those cells. It also requires nerve flow. Nerve flow allows communication between the cells. So you see, when the system is interrupted or affected, you're going to have a problem. You have symptoms: swelling, pain, inflammation, acidosis. The thing is, acidosis is a general term that we like to use in natural healing. It indicates that the body is getting more to the acidic side, or the area is getting more to the acidic side. So acids are building up because the waste generated by the cells, they're hot. They are dehydrating. They will dehydrate an area. They will dry up an area. So it leads to a poor function of the area. Your lymph system is 4 times larger than your circulation system, meaning that it's a crucial part of the body. Modern practitioners leave out the lymph system. They put more importance to the blood, which is very true, very important to have blood flowing, obviously. But without understanding the lymph system, you can't possibly heal an area. I want you to picture a house. If you're building a house, you have construction material coming in, right? If you don't break down the house to revamp it, the house can't be rebuilt. So you need to break down the house, at least some level of it, and then you need to remove that rubble. If you don't remove that rubble, you can't heal. The lymph system is the rubble removal, okay? The bricks is the blood system. So you have nutrients to feed the cells, and then you have a way to take out the waste generated by the cells. If it's not working properly, you have an issue. The lymph system, even though it's 4 times larger than the circulatory system, it doesn't have a pump. So it requires external movement to move it, like walking, like rebounding, some exercise. However, when the lymph system is stagnant, if you have left it unattended to for a long period of time, it's much like a river. The river can't flow properly anymore, and no amount of movement is going to move the river. You need fluids to move the river. You need some way of liquefying the river so that it can flow better. And this is where the astringent fruits come in. We use fruits to help break down stagnant lymph, or break down stagnant mucus. Why does the lymph system not work properly? Well, there are many factors. Number one, environmental toxins and pollutants. If these get into your system over a period of time, the body is going to try and defend itself against these toxins, and it will produce excess mucus. This excess mucus, when you can't remove it, mucus being part of the lymphatic system, it will stagnate, it become hard, it will affect the function of your tissue, organ, and glands. Second is eating mucus-causing foods. Animal products in general are the worst. Dairy products, starches. When you eat animal products and starchy foods, it's going to cause the lymph system to stagnate, because these are acid ash foods, meaning that when the body processes these foods, it leaves an acid ash hit on the body. Acid ash means that it's hot, it's acidic, it will dry things out, it will affect the lymph system, it will dry the lymph system out, making it least effective, making it ineffective in moving itself. It will dry the lymph system out, making it inefficient, okay? It won't flow properly, which will cause problems to the tissue, organ, and glands. The other things that will affect the lymph system is lack of movement. We sit too much daily, we don't move, we don't exercise. Exercise is essential to heal the lymphatic system. Without good exercise, you can't heal the lymphatic system. And finally, anger, negative thoughts can affect your lymph system. Why? Because they affect your adrenal glands. Adrenal glands, they control your kidneys. Kidneys and kidney filtration, when they are weak, will affect the lymph system. And you can see it's a big vicious cycle. Finally, the last thing that will affect the lymph system is going to be the actual kidneys, lymph system itself, and the adrenals. Why? I just explained. The kidneys will filter out the lymphatic system. When the kidneys don't filter out, the lymph system will back up. When it backs up, it becomes harder over a period of time. The adrenals control your kidneys. So therefore, when the adrenals are weak kidney filtration will lead to weak lymph system, and we're back in a vicious cycle. So how do we heal the lymphatic system? The first thing we do is we use the astringent fruits, the berries, melon, and citrus fruits. These contain tannins and other phytonutrients that move the lymphatic system, that clean up mucus. It's hard to heal the lymph system without this. No amount of movement, which is essential for healing the lymph system, is going to allow the lymph system to move when it's stagnant. So we need the fruits to hydrate and to move the lymphatic system, to break down mucus. Okay? We need to also work on the kidneys, adrenals, and lymphatic system using herbs. Very important. If the kidneys don't filter, lymph system backs up. Remember, if the adrenals don't work properly, kidneys don't work properly. So herbs for the kidneys would be cleavers, dantian, dandelion, nettle, corn silk. Herbs for the adrenals, Siberian ginseng, rhodiola, ashwagandha. Herbs for the lymphatic system, pokeroot, redwood, plantain, white oak bark, cleavers. These are essential in healing the lymphatic system. To heal the lymphatic system, we need to make sure that the avenues of elimination in the body are open. So this means that the skin, when we sweat, can release toxins. The lungs, when we breathe properly, get rid of toxins through breath, carbon dioxide. We clean up the bowels. Digestive waste has to be eliminated. And we clean up the kidneys themselves. This will release metabolic waste or toxins through the body. So we cannot bypass this part. You have to take steps to open up all these avenues of elimination. When you do, the lymph system has a better chance of healing itself. Next, we need to lighten the load. You cannot heal the lymphatic system if you've been eating a lot of protein, animal products, and starches, because the burden is too much. The body can't keep up. The lymph system gets more stagnant. So when you're trying to heal the lymph system, you stay away from animal products and starches. You lighten the load on the body so the body can self-heal itself. Next, to heal the lymphatic system, we need to get rid of the negative thoughts. Negative thoughts and emotions, stress and anger will affect our adrenals, will affect our endocrine glands, which will affect our kidney filtration, which will affect our lymphatic system. Therefore, you have to find ways to use your mind in the right way. Prayer, meditation, using the law of assumption, just finding a place to relax, being out in nature, grounding, moon gazing, sun gazing, all these things will help relax the body, reduce stress, reduce the negative thoughts, and help the lymphatic system heal at a faster rate. What are the clear signs of a stagnant lymphatic system? Number one, you swell. You swell up. Swelling is a clear sign of lymphatic congestion. Puffy eyes is a clear sign of lymphatic congestion. Excess mucus buildup, your sinuses are stuffed, you can't breathe properly because of mucus. It's a clear sign of lymphatic stagnation. Swollen lymph nodes is another clear sign of your lymph system not doing too good. Skin eruptions are also a clear sign. When you see your skin not doing too well, the skin is expressing the waste and acids, which means your lymph system is also not doing too well. And finally, brain fog, tiredness, fatigue, also clear signs of a lymphatic congestion. So here's how to briefly heal the lymphatic system. The first thing is you change your diet. You want astringent fruits, berries, melon, citrus fruits. Remember, we're staying away from animal products, starches. You want to go on a basically raw vegan diet, high fruits, and the berries, melon, and citrus fruits are your friends here. Number two, move, rebounding, walking. 10,000 steps a day will go a long way in healing your body, or just rebounding or using a vibrational plate is going to help you immensely. Number three, sweat. Make sure you sweat a lot. When you sweat, you're taking off the load or the burden on the lymphatic system. So make sure you can sweat in the dry or wet sauna for a good 30 to 40 minutes daily. Be sure to hydrate as you do so. Next, we're going to make sure you get enough sleep. Sleeping will reset the adrenals. Adrenals control your kidneys, kidneys control the lymph system. So make sure you get good sleep daily. Take herbs if you have to make sure you sleep well. Number two, make use of herbs, as I mentioned before earlier on, for the lymphatic system. Redwood, plantain, white oak bark, cleavers, pokeroot. Make sure you use herbs for the kidneys. Corn silk, cleavers, dandelion, nettle. Make sure you use herbs for the adrenals. Siberian ginseng, American ginseng, rhodiola, ashwagandha. Make sure that you do some fasting. Do a 14 to 16-hour fasting. This includes your sleep. The reason why we do the fasting is because the fasting allows the lymphatic system to heal and gives the digestive system a rest. When the body has nothing to do in terms of breaking down food or digesting food, it spends its time on healing itself, healing the lymphatic system, which means faster results for you. So always include a 14 to 16 hour daily dry fast. So remember, healing the lymph system is crucial in healing the body. No matter what you are experiencing, any ailment you're experiencing right now, it all boils down to the lymphatic system and kidney filtration. And I just explained to you why. Without those two, the body cannot heal itself efficiently. And if you have been experiencing symptoms or mystery ailments and you see your body is not healing, it's for that specific reason. You're not focusing on the lymphatic system, which means you're not focusing on kidney filtration, which means you're not focusing on your adrenals. Those three are super essential when it comes to healing the body. In fact, these are so important that I actually label them the Fabulous 3 and the Fabulous 5. Fabulous 3 is using herbs for the kidneys, lymphatic system, and adrenals. And the Fabulous 5 is using herbs for the Fab 3, which is the kidneys, adrenals, and lymph system, as well as attending to the endocrine glands and the bowels, calling the Fabulous 5. When you attend to these 5 areas and you jump on the fruits and do the therapeutics, the sweating, the rebounding, the exercising, the meditation, you're going to see changes in your lymph system in a quick period of time, rather quickly. That's how you generally heal the lymphatic system, simply and effectively. If you enjoyed this and you'd like to see more of this kind of videos teaching you how to heal specific parts of the body, make sure you do comment below and like it. And also share it with someone who you care about. Let them know that the missing link, the reason why they can't seem to get better, is the great lymphatic system. Understand the lymphatic system, fix it, watch how the inflammation goes away and your body starts to heal.